over under Fat Boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for January 16th of 2022. Tonight there is 4 games. I'll be going over the spreads and over unders. The spreads I got from FanDuel, and then the over unders are just my thoughts of how the games will end up as. For the Suns at the Pistons, I'll be going with Phoenix minus 12.5. So the Pistons, they have been playing much better of late, but I think the Suns, they're kind of one of those teams that come in and they put a stop to those hot teams, and that's what I expect to happen as the Suns, when it comes to the fourth quarter, they close down on that team, they come out with a win, and then 12.5 spread. I think overall the Suns should just dominate the Pistons, as they, even though they've doubled their wins probably this past month, the Pistons, I think they'll receive another loss by the Suns, and when the Pistons have lost this month, it has been by a lot, so I expect that trend to continue. But going over 218.5, as I expect the Pistons defense to be struggling against the Suns offense, as the ball movement by the Suns will be a lot for the Pistons to handle, and the Suns should be able to get the open shots they want. So as long as they just make their open shots, it should be an easy game for the Suns. And then the Suns defense, Suns have most of their players back, so it's going to be hard to score in the paint because you got Ayton and JaVale McGee, then you also got your wing defenders and Bridges and Crowder, so it's just going to be a tough bout for the Pistons throughout the night, so this should be an easy win for the Suns overall. And then the Suns should just be able to score a lot. So, easy win for the Suns. For the Rockets at the Kings, we're going with Kings minus 6. So this is going to be a repeat of their last game. I almost expect similar results, as they are playing the Kings home this time. And I expect the Kings to win again. The Rockets, they'll make adjustments, but I think Sacramento should have them figured out. This will be an up and down game, as they are playing at the Kings. I think the Rockets will try and speed things up, and the Kings will, of course, want to play a faster pace too. So it should be a high-scoring bout. A lot of threes will be shot, and then a lot of threes will be made. But I expect the Kings to be more consistent with their shots, maybe get a stop here and there to slow down the Rockets. So I'll be going with Sacramento minus 6 and over 234.5. For Golden State at the Timberwolves, I'll be going with Golden State plus 4.5. So Curry is out, but you still have most of the other players on Golden State. So you have 2 of your main players on the Warriors out in Curry and Green. But I think Golden State, they have enough discipline and role players that play well enough that they will stay in the game against the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves, they have been playing better. They are a high energy team, so I expect some solid defense to be played by them, but they also run the ball a lot and score a lot, so I do expect this to be a higher scoring game for a Warriors game. So that's why I'm going with the over 221.5, as I expect the Warriors defense to kind of struggle because you don't have Green on the floor, and then they're still trying to work in Klay Thompson still, so they're trying to still figure that out overall. So I think Minnesota will be able to take advantage of that. And then I think the Warriors, they still got enough offensive tools that they'll be able to shoot their threes. Like, they still have Wiggins, they still got Poole, they still have Thompson. They can shoot their threes, and they can make it. They can create their own shot. So over 221.5 seems reasonable. For the Jazz at the Nuggets, we lean towards Utah minus 4. The Nuggets played last night, but it was a blowout against the Lakers, so they're not as taxed as a team would be in the second night of a back-to-back, but they are playing Utah, and Gobert is back, or has been back, and he's one of those players that can slow down Jokic, so it's going to be tough for Jokic tonight. So I will give the edge towards Utah. It's like, as long as they give somewhat of an effort on defense, and then as long as they get like hot from 3, they should win this game without a hitch. But Denver, after seeing this performance last night against the Lakers, they're going to turn a new leaf, as there's some great effort on the defensive end Um, so I think on the wings, like Utah will have to focus in on that end, like get some good ball movement. It's not going to be about a bunch of ISO scoring. They're going to have to get everyone involved, and when they do get the open shots, they're going to have to make them. Which I think both teams, because Utah's defense, especially their wing defense, is not great. It's all on Gobert to slow down the other team. It's a 1v5. So I think the Nuggets will be able to score, but I think Utah will be able to take advantage as going to the second half, Denver should be tired. And this game will be a high-scoring bout with the over 230.5. Thank you for watching. Comment any of your thoughts on the games. And once again, thanks for watching.